What you're looking at here is the 1958 Ewbanks Sports and Games, card number 20, depicting Canadian ice hockey. This card was printed in England, and on the front you've got a team in blue and white jerseys against a team in red and white jerseys. On the back, it talks about the game of hockey. It doesn't mention any players or any teams. It does mention Canadian hockey, though. So the question with this card is this card intended to depict Gordie Howe? Back in 1930, Churchman Cigarettes issued a card called Sports and Games in Many Lands, and there's a baseball card with the same thing on the back. It doesn't mention any players' names or teams, but because of the scene and the jerseys, the card has now become accepted by collectors that it is actually meant to be a Babe Ruth card. I would argue the same point with this card, because if you think about the teams they would have shown. So the New York Rangers, Montreal Canadiens, the jersey colors are identical, the red, white, and blue. They probably wouldn't have wanted to use those. Boston, thinking of its history with England, I don't think they would really want to reference Boston. Chicago, again, they have a lot of black in their jerseys, which the card doesn't use hardly any black, just a little bit on the sticks. It's not even very much in the print. So with the card, a blue and white jersey versus a red and white jersey provided enough contrast to show clearly two separate teams. So in a red and white jersey, the top player of the day in 1958 was Gordie Howe of the Detroit Red Wings. So could this card have been intended to represent Mr. Hockey Gordie Howe? I know a few Gordie Howe collectors that have added it to their collection. While it's debatable, they still feel it's worth having in a Gordie Howe collection. What do you think?